Good morning, students. I am Mrs. Prajakta Tanode. I'll be teaching you all Information Technology in Business Management Part 1 for Semester 3. So your first chapter will be starting with first chapter, and your first chapter is Introduction to IT Support in Management, which has different topics like 4 to 5 topics, from which today we'll be seeing information technology concepts. What are the concepts related to information technology? So your first chapter is basically basic concepts and introduction to information systems. So what does information system actually give you? That has been given. Now what is information? What is CBIS system, executive information, decision support system? All these things are there in this. These topics are covered. So moving on to next. So what is information system? Now information system is a combination of people, hardware, software, communication devices, network and data resources that processes and data and information for specific purpose. Now information system is a collection of different components. Those components are people, hardware, software. Now people to interact with the system, hardware, whatever hardware configuration is required for gathering of data, the software on which your data is going to be transferred, communication devices, that is mobile phones, your different mouse, keypads, smartphones, all those things are covered under communication devices. Network, data resources. Network is actually your internet network or service network. Then data resources, the data resources, that is your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever data resources you require. That processes can be used for storing, retrieving, transforming information. Storing is to store the data in the hardware. Retrieving is to get the data back which is stored in the hardware. And transforming information, that is giving the information with the help of communication devices or passing the information, can be called as transforming information, data and information for a specific purpose. With the help of information system, enterprises and individuals are able to use computers to collect, store, process, analyze and distribute information. There are different types of information systems, that is manual, informal, formal and computer based information systems. So these are the types in which your information systems are there, that is manual, informal, formal and computer based information system. For this chapter we'll be mainly focusing on CBIS system, that is computer based information system. So what is components of information system? Can you all see? People, that is people, computer system, data net and network. So these are the things which are related with components of information system. So people, under this what will come is IT professional system, administrators, programmers. Then you have end users, that is the people who are going to access the data, and that is the person who can use hardware and software for retrieving the desired information, that is termed under people. Hardware means any physical component of the computer, that is server, then terminals, smart terminals, your different component, that is keyboard, mouse, all such things are termed under hardware. Next is software, that is system software, application software, utility software. Now here also students, there is difference between system software, application software and utility software. System software means the system which we are using, which runs on a particular software. Application software is you can have n number of applications on your system, that is termed under application software. And utility software is your utilities, that is your video recorder, software recorder, or you can say software framework keys, different you can say different applications which use for animation, cropping the images, Photoshop editors. These are called as utility software. So data, now data is a raw fact which may be in the form of database. Database, again a collection of values, is called as database. The data may be alphanumeric. Alphanumeric is that alphabets and numeric both, that is numerical both. Text, it can be a normal plain text, then it can be an image, it can be a video, it can be a audio and other forms. So these are the terms of data, or these are the types of data which can be inculcated. Next is network. The network means communication media through which we are going to communicate is called as a network. So examples are internet, which we use for communication. Intranet is within the particular zone, is called as intranet, that is LAN. Extranet is outside the zone, that is extranet, that can be termed as wide area network, WAN, WAN, WAN. So a computer based information system is a combination of people, IT and business processes that helps management in taking important decisions to carry out the business successfully. So obviously when we talk about information system, these components play a major role while doing business, and to make that business successfully happen, these things are taken into consideration. So now an IS model comprises of following information system model comprises of following steps. Now first is data. The data is collected from an organization or from an external environment and converted into suitable format required for processing input. So this is converted into information. Now this data is taken as an input from the system. Then this data is converted into information. Now only a raw input is taken and is converted into a meaningful form, and that after obtained after manipulation of these collected data processing. So this data is processed in the form of information, and then information is stored for future use to user after application of respective procedure on it, that is the output. So this is the actual thing. Input is the raw data, processing done is called as information, and it is when used after some time can be termed as a knowledge or as an output, and then output is controlled by the user or the information system who is tackling the information system. So some characteristics of computer based information system is, that is CBIS, is interrelated and independent. Interrelated subsystems, because it is connected with a network connection, it will be interrelated. No subsystem can function as an isolation. Only one single component from it cannot work as an isolated. Isolated means separate component. All systems work for predetermined objectives. There is certain objective which is being termed out for the system to work. Next is one subsystem or component of a system fails. In case if one system fails, it depends on how the subsystems are interrelated. If any one of the subsystem fails while working, we should check, and it should be, if it is interrelated, then some dependencies will be there. If not, then the system will work properly. Then there is interaction. The way of subsystem works with another subsystem is called as interaction. The different subsystems interact with each other to achieve the goal of the system. So interaction when there, only that time people can work with an information to get a successful task. The work done by individual subsystems is integrated to achieve the certain goal. If work is being divided, it can be done easily, so it is integrated, but to achieve a center goal only. Central goal is one major goal is there for which n number of people are working. Then the next is major areas in which computer based applications are used. First one is finance and accounting. Next one is marketing and sales. And third one is human resource management, inventory and stores management, production or manufacturing. So these are the areas in which your major computer based applications are used. Now, types of information. So there are different types in information. First one is operation support system. Now when we talk about operation support system, what does come under operation support system? We'll check that. So in your operation support system, information systems have always been needed to process data generated by and used in business operations. Such operation support systems provide a variety of information products for internal and external use. So you require an operation support system to collect the data internally as well as externally. For further processing by management, information system is usually required. There requires a management role also here for processing the data. Next is management support system. Now operation system is connected to management support system. Now how does management support system work? Management support system is management reporting systems are intended to provide integrated data about the performance of the organization. Management will look throughout whole information system of the management, that is business, as well as office automation system is again CRM, that is customer relationship management, or your emails, then your office documents, all are termed under office automation system. Transaction processing system. What are the transaction processing systems? So we'll be checking what is transaction processing. Transaction processing systems are operation level systems at the bottom of the pyramid, that is the last of stages transaction processing system. They are usually operated by shop floor workers on frontline staff, which provide the key data required to support the management of operation, that is the sales department who interact with the users or the clients is called as a transaction process system. Then there are process control systems, decision support systems, then you have enterprise collaboration systems. Business when dealt with different companies termed under enterprise collaboration is joining. Executive information system, the highest level of execution is done by the executive system. Again, office automation system also requires this typing, mailing, scheduling of office and meeting conferences. Then when we talk about executive information system is a type of management system intended to facilitate and support information and decision making is also done here in information, that is executive information system, as well as it needs senior executives by providing easy access to both internal and external information relevant to the meeting and strategic goals of the organization. It is commonly considered as specialized form of decision support system. So executives are the major people who will be taking the decision over the whole information which is being done in the organization, that is both internal and external. They give you an easy access of information, so they are termed in the executive information system. So the three vital roles in business forms of information system are support and organization business processes and operations, support business decision making, and support strategic competitive advantage. So these are the only goals, or you can say vital roles, on which people work accordingly. So for today's lecture, that is the introduction lecture, we'll stop here. If any doubt, you can post it in the group. I'll clear the doubts. Thank you.